Hey everyone, today we're excited to show off the release of version 1.8.5. In this release, we have 4 new features that we've introduced. The first feature I want to start with is service providers. So service providers are third-party integrations into Closed Caption Creators. So we have service providers on the translation side that powers the automatic translation, and we have service providers on the automatic transcription side that does things like the automatic transcription and speech to text. So in order to access the new service providers, they're available right in the Jobs menu. So you can come right under AI Tools, Automatic Transcription, and then in the job window here for automatic transcription, you'll see that the service providers are all listed here. So we have Assembly AI, Google Speech to Text, Deepgram, and Rev Ai. Each of them have different language support. So depending on what language you're looking to transcribe, you might need to use something like Google Speech to Text that has more languages, or Deepgram that also has a few more languages. And so all you have to do is select your service provider, select the source language that you're using, and then hit Submit Job. Once that job's submitted, it'll go to that service provider and they will go through and start transcribing it, and it'll show up in the new AI transcript import dashboard. So we've made some tweaks to the UI here so that we can show the provider and the language that you've selected along with the progress here. If you need to see the cost, you can still export a CSV, which will show the costs. But the next feature I want to show you is the usage dashboard, which will also have costing for you. So under reporting and usage, if you go to the help menu, you can basically see now all your jobs that you've run in the past month and an estimate of the cost. So the reason why we say this is an estimate is because it doesn't take into account the free number of minutes or the free number of characters that you have for translation and for transcription. That means that for pro users, you get 400 free minutes every month. That's not included in this total cost. So you'll notice that your first 400 minutes still reflect here, but they won't reflect in your final invoice. So you might see a bit of a discrepancy that way. For starter users, you have 100 free minutes. Again, that won't get shown here, so it'll show you a little bit of an inflated cost here compared to what's going to come out on the invoice side. If we go back to our automatic transcription import dashboard, you can see there are jobs now completed. I can import that as subtitles, and you'll notice that we've improved our importer. And so what I mean by that is we're now importing the transcripts as 2-line and up to 3 lines, basically, of pop-on captions. So you can see that here. The next service provider that you'll see is under the translation side for pro users. So under the service provider, we've introduced DeepL as the new service provider. So they're a little bit better of a translation, depending on the source and target language that you're looking to translate from. So if I come in here and select source language English, target language French, and hit translate, that will translate my event group, create a new translation event group with the French translation. And again, that translation job will show up under the help menu in the reporting and usage dashboard. So you can see now it's up to $23, and I just translated 158 characters. Awesome. The last feature that I wanted to show off for everybody is the new automatic error detection. So automatic error detection happens in real time. So if I come into the settings here, you'll notice that error detection is the bottom setting in your event group settings. So I can come down here and set this. So I can say, I want this to be 1,000. I want my max words per minute to be 300, right? And my max characters per line, maybe I want to set that to something like 28. And the number of lines I want in an event to be no more than 2. So if I update the group, you notice that these events, some of these show up right away. So you notice that I have too many characters in a line and my characters per minute are too high. So I can fix this by extending the event. And I can fix the number of characters in the line by just compressing it a little bit more. So there you go. So that's how you can go through and fix things as you kind of go through. These automatic error detection or real-time error detection should work in the subtitle event group, and we're looking to roll that out into the other event groups as we kind of come through. So I think that sums up all the new features in Closed Caption Creator version 1.8.5. It's available now for download, so you can go to the website, www.closedcaptioncreator.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there's a link for downloads, or you'll receive an email as well with a new download link. Thanks.